May I start, Kishore sir?
Yes, madam.
Okay, thank you, sir. Good morning, respected Principal Dr. Priyavanzari Madam, and everyone present in this workshop. Today's guest speaker, Dr. Kishore Wagmare, is working at Dharampet Imperial Memorial Science College, Nagpur. He completed his PhD work under the supervision of Dr. V. Baile, Department of Zoology, RTMNU, Nagpur University. He has been involved in extensive research in the field of fish and fisheries and presented research papers at national and international level. He was a project fellow from 2012 to 2015 in the project entitled Exploration and Inventorization of Fish Diversity in Bhandara District and Preparation of Digital Database. He worked as a senior academic lead in Wildlife Conservation Trust in Penj, that is in Madhya Pradesh, and Tadoba, that is in Maharashtra. He also worked as a science subject expert organized by Shikshan Prasarak Mandal. He is involved in conducting lectures and workshops on fish. Now, I welcome Dr. Kishore Wagmare sir to start the workshop.
Thank you, madam. Let's begin for the today's session, that is preparation and maintenance of the aquarium. So I am going to share my screen. I hope that my screen is visible to all of you. So I welcome you all for the today's workshop, that is fish aquarium construction and its maintenance. So the aquarium is made up of the glasses, as we all know, but it has a very interesting history. When the glass has been invented, then there is the starting of the preparation of the glass aquarium, and if we can consider the time period of 300 BC when the glass is invented. During the Ming dynasty in 1368 to 1643, the Chinese entered with the goldfish kept in the earthen and glass vessels. So in 1833, it was demonstrated by the British Association for Advancement of the Science that aquatic plants absorb the carbon and emit the oxygen, and that oxygen will be helpful for the fishes. So in this way, the inventorization of the aquarium or aquaria has been started. So we got a reference, and this is a glass freshwater aquarium containing Valesneria spiralis. It is a eelgrass and aquatic plant, and some goldfish are kept into that aquarium, and this reference has been taken from the book of the aquarium and water cabinet, the 1856. So we can define or categorize a aquarium into the two parts, that would be home aquaria or public aquaria. So the home aquaria have the limited space and restricted sizes, but in the public aquaria you might have listen or hear that a large quantity of fishes can be kept into the public aquaria, and it is open for the exhibition purpose, and the can get some economical strength with this public aquaria by maintaining minimum charges to visit that aquaria. And let us see about the home aquaria. It can be placed into your home, offices, hotels, shops, etc. Sometimes it can be installed in some schools and colleges. And at the research institute, the aquaria are constructed and prepared for the research purpose. And we have a very well-known fish that is zebrafish. It is used for the research-oriented practices. So this home aquaria can be constructed very easily, and that we have to see how it can be constructed. So the person has to follow the certain parameters because it will require some space at your home, and that space is directly reflecting the size of the aquarium. So before deciding the size of the aquarium, we have to maintain the space for the aquarium. Next is the shape of the tank. That should be in the rectangular manner, but we can organize it in such a way that it will be how a triangular and L shape or circular or half circle and so on, because we can prepare such type of glasses and we can construct it. And some aquaria are also constructed with the help of the cementing material and bricks, and we can fix it glass at one side, and remaining all three sides will be covered up with the other material. And last part that should be considered for the construction of the aquarium in our home, office, or hotels, or any shopping complex, then they must have choose the location. And this location is very important because we all know that the fishes are sensitive to the light and the heavily crowded area. They it will affect or it will create a stress for the fishes. And the aquaria play a very important role for the children as well as the younger ones to entertain and having the closer view of the fishes, and they can observe the behavior of the fish. Now, the size of the aquaria, and this can be decided on the basis of another factors, and these factors are, suppose we are going to keep only two fishes in the aquarium, then there is a circular bowl of glass which is sufficient for keeping two fishes. But if you are planning to have the fishes more than two, then you have to consider more size. Oh, the another factor is for the construction cost. Suppose a person has a limited amount of money for investing on the aquarium, then accordingly he or she can prepare the size of the tank according to his or her limitations. Next is the space availability. As per the space available, you can design your own aquarium. And the next factor which will affect the size of the aquarium, that is the size of the fish. If we are keeping a small size fishes in aquarium, then we will have a smaller aquarium, and ultimately, if the size increases, then we have to increase the size. Always better of a larger tank, because as per the time passes, you can have a larger number of fishes or increase the number of the aquarium fishes. In small tank, water quality parameters are fluctuating. Hence, it is preferable that a person who is going to construct the aquarium, he or she must use the larger tank or prefer the larger tank. And here we can expect the standard proportion is 3 to 2, that is length is to width. Now, this is the table where you can observe the length, width, and depth in unit inches. So here we can construct the respective size of the aquarium, and here the standard size has been mentioned, that is 18 inch into 10 inch into 10 inch. That is 18 is the length of the aquarium, 10 inch will be the width and depth of the aquarium, and we can convert it in centimeter. It will be 45 by 25 by 25 centimeter, and accordingly we can increase the size. Here the respective aquarium will hold the respective water. So here in the table, the unit of the water holding capacity is mentioned in gallons, and here 1 gallon is equal to near about 3.7 liter. We can expect 3785 ml. So this is about the aquarium size. And here another table which shows the size of the aquarium, and here we will have the sizes in centimeter and the glass thickness preferred in millimeter. So here we can have the aquarium that is best suited, that is of length 60 centimeter, width 30 centimeter, and height 30 centimeter. It will hold water near about 54 liters, and we can construct this with 4 mm glass thickness. But if we increase the storage capacity near about 162 liters, then we have to construct it with the 6 mm or more than 6 mm thickness glass. And here we have to use the length 120 centimeter length, width is up to 30 centimeter and height up to 45 centimeter. So by constructing this aquaria, we can fill it with a 3 foot, and remaining portion will be kept for the lighting purpose or handling purpose. Now let us have a look on the shapes of the aquarium. So here there are the typical sketches of the aquarium, and here you will get the different shapes of the aquarium, that is rectangular, open, cylinder, half cylinder, L shape, angle L shape, flat back hex, triangle lane, multi equal side, pentagon, double bull nose, double inverted bow front, flat back, radius triangle. So this radius triangle will be fitted at the corner of the room. Again, the triangle, arc, double bubble, bull nose, and corner bow front. So the if you are selecting the corner position, then we have 2-3 options, and accordingly we can construct the respective size aquarium. So these are the few images of the typical aquarium, and here these 3 are the rectangular shape, and one is the circular in shape. Now, what are the things that are required for the construction of the aquarium? So I have prepared the list of the requirements, and as per the list, the aquarium tank it has one in quantity, and one can go for the more in number. Aquarium wood, aerator, and we will require air tube for aeration purpose, air regulator, it may be 2 in number, air stones, T joint and I joint that are connected for the air filtration or oxygenation purpose, and we can use fluorescent light, and these are 2 in number, or you can increase, or you can use nowadays series has been coming with different lights that can be used for the lighting purpose. We will require reverse sand, and that size must be 3 to 4 mm with enough quantity. So this sand or the gravel, which will be helpful for collecting the material of the feeding purpose use. And another way, the fish excreta will be settled in this sand, and it will not mix again into the water, and we have to remove it weekly or monthly. The rock and chip would form inert quantity. So this rocks and chip will help for the playing purpose for the fishes. Now, the next and important part, it is the aquarium. So if one person is going to use the aquarium plant, then there are the various types, that is submerged, floating, and some are the grown into the soil. So these aquarium plants can be grown, but for this purpose, you have to use the soil which have the proper nutrient value, and hence it will be beneficial for the fishes also, because it will oxygenating our aquarium. Next one is the thermometer. So thermometer, what is the necessity of the thermometer? We have to check the water temperature. Suppose we have the smaller aquarium, then it will calculate its temperature regularly, because we know that if outer environment is near about 30 to 35 degrees centigrade, then the larger volume of the aquaria will take time equilibrium between the two temperatures, that is water temperature and environmental or atmospheric temperature. So smaller will increase its temperature more fastly as compared to the larger one. Hence, we require heater or thermostat. It will help us to maintain the temperature during the winter season also, because there is a drop down in the temperature. Then next is the power filter. This filter will help us for removing the water debris. Next is the hand net. So this hand net will be helpful for collecting the fishes or adjusting the fishes into the aquarium. Filter beds. These filter beds will help us for collecting the food material that is applying to the fishes, and in some cases the food will not be utilized by the fish and it will settle into the bottom of the aquarium, and hence this filter bed will help us for collecting that material. Then next is the magnetic cleaner. It may or may not be used for the aquarium. Aquarium construction. In this first part that is required for the construction, that is the glass. So once you decided your respective size of the aquarium, then you have to cut the glasses into the respective size, and we will require hanger and adhesive, that's silicone, and it can be applied systematically. And we have a short video which will reflect how to construct or how to apply these glasses to one over other. So before going to start that video, ensure the accurate measurement of the required glass. Prepare the glass or plastic material. Use the right adhesive and apply it correctly. And install the glasses so as to have a continuous bubble free seams. So now we will have a short video of how it will be prepared. So in this, I have YouTube link. It can be observed as a YouTube link also. So here, the person is applying the silicone gum with the gun or the tube in this way, and here we can apply it accordingly. Suppose this is the bottom side, and first of all, we have to apply this at the bottom side. Then the glass will be kept on the silicone gum. And the person is applying a firm adjustment with the help of his fingers. Now, the another side of this glass is going to be applied to the glass, and now he is applying for the next side. Now he will fix the second glass and moving a finger at the portion where he has applied the gel in this. Now the time to apply or take, so that it will not move or it will fix for a few hours. So this will also help us to minimize the leakage chances. You can say it as a mask tape. Again, he is applying the gel to the corners, and he will spread it firmly with the help of the finger in this. Now, the remaining sides of the glass aquarium, he has applied the gel to the two sides. Now, he is fixing the glass on that applied gel. Now, again, he is spreading his finger at the corners. Now, applying mask tape. Now, again, he is applying the gel at the inner side of the corner and spreading it firmly with the help of the fingers. So, this type of gun is utilized for the spreading proper of the silicone gel. So, in this way, we can have the firm attachment of the side. Now, the last side of the glass aquarium. So, in this way, he has applied the gel at the remaining side and fix a glass. So in this way, your rectangular glass aquaria is going to be prepared. So I hope that how the aquarium is constructed and prepared, you will understand with this video. Okay. Let's go to our presentation. Just a minute. So this is our presentation, and here we have prepared the aquarium. Now we will go for the fabrication process. So in this, the person has utilized its glass for the uh, as per the video, the person has used the silicon jet for the uh, connecting the glass aquaria sides. Now we can have the some steps before going to the edges, and that edges can be cleaned with the acetone or alcohol. We can use firm panel for the preparation and construction of the uh, aquarium. So first of all, we have to use the silicon and the tips at the corner we have applied for the better firm attachment. And we will keep this crystal aquaria for near about a day, and it will be utilized for the second day, and we can use the someone has unmuted. I have unmuted it. Uh, after constructing the aquarium, we have to keep it for a day. Now, we can remove the extra sealant if there is a remnant at the edges or at the corners. So finally, we will check the aquaria for the leakage, and we can apply water into that aquaria, and we will get some information whether it has leakage or not. If there is no leakage, then we can go for the setting it up. Now, for the firm settlement of the aquaria, we can use uh, soft cushion at the base of the aquaria. Before past days, we use the thermocol sheet, but nowadays I think they are banned, so we can use the alternative for this. Now, we can fill it with the aquatic plants and certain gravels, and we can also keep the 5 centimeter of without the water because we need this for aeration purpose. Now we can have the different types of species for the aquaria, and here we have to get some information regarding the fishes because their breeding habitat will affect their survival or their behavior. So it will create a stress to the another fish. So same breeding habitat will be preferred, and most of the cases people use only single or two species into their aquarium. Before installing these species, they have to go under the treatment, and for the treatment purpose, we have to use potassium permanganate solution that is made of 1% solution, and we can have a dip to near about 5 minutes for the fishes, and after that they can be used for the aquarium after giving running water flow. Now, this can be placed at the respective place at your home. We can cover the bottom with a layer of the clean sand, and this sand will help us for minimizing the shocks which we get by handling the aquarium, as it is made up of the glass. Hence, the proper care is needed to be taken. The aquarium carriage, it may be a smooth, or we can use stone for the entertaining purpose to the fishes. Now, we have to use some gravels, and that gravels will be how the different shapes and colors. Already we are using the sand from the river, and 3 to 4 mm size is expected. Uh, Put the cover in the places to prevent the fish from jumping out. So hence we are using the 3/4 aquarium filled with water, and remaining will be empty, so as to maintain the fishes inside the aquarium. Now, what are the accessories that are used for the aquarium? So here you can observe the gravels. In the first figure, there are the gray and some colored gravels. In the another figure, you can observe the different color and different phases of the gravel that will be utilized to the uh, aquarium. And this gravels have various functions because uh, already we have seen some part that is the extra food material. It will be get settled at the bottom, and that gravel will keep it under there, and hence it will help us for proper removing or cleaning purpose as well. Next is the lighting element. So there are two images with respect light. We can have such type of light arrangement, and we can take example from the showrooms. The goods are kept in such a way that they will reflect their color brightly, and we will get attracted to the colors. Now, these colors will be more brightly or fluently displaying the corals, reefs, and fishes that we are keeping into the aquarium. Now, next one is the thermometer. So, this thermometer will help us for regular checkup of the water temperature, and this water temperature will help us for the regular monitoring of the temperature, as well as it will reflect the behavior of the fishes. If sudden change in the temperature, it will affect the physiology of the fishes. Hence, this thermometer along with the thermostat. So here you can observe the thermostat. This will help us to increase or minimize the temperature for the during the winter season. So we can expect the temperature near about 18 to 29 degrees centigrade, and it will help us for maintaining the temperature of desired range. Next accessory is the air pumps. So these air pumps are helpful for aeration purpose. As we know, we have the water into the aquarium, and it needed the oxygen for the fish. If we are using the aquarium, aquatic plants for the aquarium, then there will be less requirement of the air pump. But if we are not using the aquatic plants, then we have to use this aerator, and this aerator can be connected to the electric plug, and it will have a connecting tube, and that connecting tube will have the connectors, and from one machine we can apply 2, 3, 4 aerators. So in such a, this arrangement will help us for the maintaining the suitable environment for the aquarium fishes. Now, the aquarium cover. So in this figure, I have taken image from the Google image, and it will display a small creation where they have prepared house-like structure at the top of the aquarium. So such type of element will be attractive for the person who is looking at the aquarium. So accordingly, you can design your own cover, but uh, at the standard procedure, most of the people use the glass sheet, plywood, or metal wood. And that plywood or metal wood can be constructed with different shapes and sizes. And that sizes will be, again, dependent on your economical condition, how much you can invest on the decoration purpose. Now, the filters. So here will have the spawn or foam filter, and under the travel filter are reverse flow filters. So such type of filter will help us to aquarium clean and neat. So next part of the aquaria, that is the fishes. Now there are the several fishes that can be used for the aquarium, and they are namely goldfish, that is Carassius auratus, bubbly, Poicilla reticulata, its scientific name, tiger barb, it may be called scientifically as Barbus tetanzula. Next is the gourami, and we can have the genus of this gourami is Polis. Next is the CMS fighting fish, and we can call it shortly Beta splendor. Next one is the baluri, and it can be called as scientifically Nematodes aureus. Next one is the bitterling, Rhodes minnow or cod, or we can call it commonly koi. And this fish is very common. That is called Cyprian sarpio, and you can observe this in most of the area. Next one is the zebrafish. This zebrafish has a different color pattern as well as coloration. And this color pattern or their look will help us for entertaining purpose as well as the scientists use this zebrafish for their experiments. Next one is the angelfish. This angelfish can be called Petrophyllum scale. Next one is the mosquito fish, and it can be uh, belong to the Dombutia species. Now we have some more fishes, and they are harlequin fish, and the genus is Razora. Next one is the Bacon, and genus is Hemigravus. Next one is the Argentine pearlfish, and it can be called as a Cynolepis. Next one is the sorghum, and this is the most common and favorite fish of the most of the people. They keep in their aquarium. That is belong to Zircoporus hilary. Like Muli, it is also common and most famous, and it belong to the Poecilla genus. Next one is the snakehead. That is this group of fishes can be included under the morels, and these morels have several species like Channagatha, Channamarlius, Channapacata, and it has a peculiar characteristic because it looks like a snake because it has a scales on his head, and it will look like a snake. And its dorsal fin, anal fin, and caudal fin are arranged in such a way that it will reflect more attractive. Next one is the jewelfish, that is Hemichromis species. Next one is the rayfish, belong to Pristella species, Pristella genus. Next one is the tilapia, and tilapia have uh, scientific name that is Oreocamus mozambicus. So in this way we have gone through some aquarium fishes. Now it's time to go for the aquarium plants. And here the aquarium plants are important for the freshwater aquarium for their natural appearance. They can oxygenate the water, provide shelter to the fishes, and they will help the fishes for spawning purpose. And some fishes can feed on the aquatic plants. So there are some these are some advantages or benefits of the aquatic plants and how they are using. Now let's go for the different types of aquatic plants. First one category that is rooted, that include Palisneria spiralis, Hydrilla species, Potamogeton species, Cryptocorean species, Sagittaria species, and next one is the submerged floating plants, and it will include Ceratophyllum, Bryophyllum, Limnophila, Hygrophila, and lastly Tabomba. The third category of the aquatic plant include the free floating, and it has several species, that is Lemna, Pistia, Calvinia, and Rixia. So we can have several images from respective types of the aquatic plants, and they are Azula, Lemna, Ecornia, Salvinia, and Pistia. emergent plants like water lilies, rooted, it can be Ceratophyllum and Nutella. Next one is the rooted submerged. And here we can observe Valesneria, Hydrilla, Limnophila, Najas, and Myriphylum. Now, which food items are required for the fishes? So, in case the fishes are carnivorous species, then they can be fed with the various zooplankton as well as tubertics like bloodworm, daphnia, and cyclops. And some are the herbivores. It means that they feed on the plants. They can also be utilized for the as a food item. And we have a list of the examples of the food items. They include tubertics, daphnia, cyclops, carinomus species, mosquito larvae, phytoplankton, and some algae are utilized for the feeding purpose in some cases of the species. Now, it is a matter more than you think. So we have to keep the aquaria in our home, at our room, so as to maintain the silence as well as the direct sunlight. And we have to prevent because it will uh, deteriorate the glass aquaria, its ingredient, as well as it will also help to grow the unwanted uh, plants or aquatic plants or algal blooms into the water. And it will be more care should be done if the aquaria is kept into the direct air, as well as we have to prevent them from hitting or air vents, as well as the high traffic area. Suppose they are kept at the door, then the person who are visiting to us or we are moving from the door, then it will disturb the fishes and it will create a stress. Now, after construction and installation of the aquarium, we move to our next theme, that is maintenance or management of the aquarium. So for this purpose, we have a list of the aquaria that is need to be checked regularly and its working pattern has to be assessed. So these are aquarium covers, light tubes, starter unit, heaters and thermostat, air pumps, diffuser stones, filters, filter media, and nets. So these are available all time. Scrapper or algae cleaner, spot cleaner, feeding ring, water testing kit. So this water testing kit will include the various instruments that will help us for regularly monitoring the water parameters. Blending sticks, siphon tube, thermometer, aquarium glass cleaner. Now, next is the feeding, or we can say maintenance of the fishes. And generally, we have to feed the fishes two times every day, morning and evening. For this purpose, in the market, there is the availability of various types of food, and this can be applied directly. In case some of the students actually at home, they can also get there are small pellets, mostly rounded shape. They are used for the feeding purpose to the fishes. Now, how you will observe the fishes that they are not well, and there are some signs of the illness. They can reflect their illness and wellness with their behavior. If they are fit and fine, they will move randomly and help us for the proper movement of the fishes. Now, the breeding behavior of the fishes can be affected by their health. The illness will reflect that fishes are dull and they are settled at the bottom, or they are not moving as much as they move at the starting point. So such type of behavior can be used for the monitoring the fishes, whether they are healthy or ill. Now the next is the checking the water condition. Here We can check the water with the help of the digital instrument. They are pH meter or the temperature with the help of thermometer. So these two parameters everyone can monitor. And we have to clean the accessories of the aquaria, and that accessories are air filter tubes, air filters, the water filters. So they are required to be monitored and cleaned regularly. Avoid overfeeding to prevent the disease occurrence. So if the fishes are overfed, then what happens? The some part of the food will be settled down at the bottom, and it will increase the organic load of the our aquarium. And you can observe this unhealthy fishes, and you have to use the treatment if you know either, or you can remove the fishes from the aquarium so as to maintain the healthier fishes as it is. The temperature, pH, hardness, dissolved oxygen, carbon dioxide, ammonia, nitrite within the optimum. So we have to use these parameters for the maintaining the water temperature. Now we have to change the water of the aquarium near about 10 to 15% regularly. And so as if we increase this changing water, then what will happen? The fishes will not adjust themselves into the new environment. Introduce scavenger fishes like sucker, catfish, example, loaches and corridor. So they will help to minimize the organic load of the aquarium. The water change should be done regularly, but it must be up to 10 to 15%. So maximize your effort to siphon to extract the aquarium water to vacuuming. So this siphoning means removing the water from the aquarium. When performing the aquarium maintenance, test the water parameters both. Both means one is from aquaria and second one is the replacement of the water. So what will happen if you replace the water completely? Then the new water will have the chlorine into it, because in the municipality they will have the water treatment, and there is no percentage of the chlorine, and that will uh, disturb the fishes as well as the water quality also. So we have to keep the water near about 24 hours openly so as to eliminate the chlorine from the water, and we can use it for the aquarium. And the respective parameters like ammonia, nitrate, nitrite is near about zero required. Now pH of the water should be 0.8 to 7.2 in the between the range. Carbonic hardness must be in the range of 40 to 60. General hardness, it must be 60 to 150, and phosphate will require near less than 0.5. Now, what can you do on the daily basis? So, you can observe the behavior as well as the functioning of the equipment, and weekly you can count the fishes in case dead. So you can remove the fishes as well as you can check the water parameter weekly. Now, what we what you require to check every 15 days. That is water parameter, as well as you have to clean the aquarium. You have to vacuum the cabin and clean the total aquarium, and it is needed to change the 10 to 15% water. This is the filter insert the extracted water. So the filters that we are using for the maintaining purpose, that they are needed to be changed. Now next one is the monthly. What can you do on monthly basis? So here we can replace the insert filter, cartridge, cloth, carbon along with the entire filter if needed. And there are the several type of filters which can be used for the aquarium. You have to clean the aquarium lab as well as the check the expiration dates of the patent on the boxes of the bottle aquarium supply that we are using. Now, what are the benefits of the aquarium? The aquarium is a source of the employment and income for the individuals or company. And here you can also go for yourself. Some aquarium fishes aid the environment control of the mosquito. And we have well-known example of the guppy fishes that has to be reared at our home so that they will feed on the larvae of the mosquito. Aquarium viewing certainly reduces the stress and subsequently lower the blood pressure, as well as controlling the Alzheimer's disease. We have some references on the basis of this research, and it will help us for decreasing the Alzheimer's as well as reducing the blood pressure. Now, some accessories that you can also use, and they are the lights. And here you may have the view of different aquariums. So let us move for the next one. This cylinder that we have already seen in the video as well as at the certain point. But here is a list of the various sealing agents. So here mostly used is the silicone sealant. The hood, and this hood can be designed or prepared accordingly, and mostly it is made up of the wooden or plywood. So in this picture you will observe the different types of hoods that can be utilized for the preparation of the aquarium food. It will help us for various management as well as the practices that will help us to keep the aquarium clean, removing the water, feeding the fishes, adjusting the lighting, and so on. So hence, such type of foods are requested and applied to the aquarium. Again, some images of the aquarium. Accordingly, you can go for the higher version or the design. Now, the next one is the stand required for the aquaria. So, such type of stands will require for the maintaining or keeping the aquaria at a certain height. So, there are the filters. They can be classified accordingly. First one is the mechanical, second one is the chemical, and third one is the biological. So, biological in terms of the, as we know that the species excrete are containing the more amount of the nitrogenous waste. Hence, that amount will require to minimize. And for this purpose, we can use the biofilter. They have the bacteria like Nitrosomonas, Nitrosococcus, Nitrobacter, Nitrospina, and here they can be degrade or utilize the ammonia. And in this way, we can remove the ammonium content of the aquarium. Mechanical and chemical will be explained now. So this mechanical filter, they are have the sponges or filter inside them, and they continuously circulate the water from this filter, and ultimately it will help for creating the aquarium water. Last one is the chemical filter. So here we can use the carbon and resin. Carbon is activated carbon that you have to use inside aquaria, and it will help to maintain the water quality. Now, next accessories are the gravels. So these are the different shapes and colors of the gravels that can be utilized for the aquarium. Some decoratives. These decoratives can be larger size gravel, some stones, or you can use corals or the material made up from the plastics. You can also use the shells, and they will also help them for playing purpose. And in the larger size, the fishes used to hide behind them. The background poster can be used as per your choice, and there are a large number of options available in the market, or you can select from the internet also. Corals driftwood. So such type of arrangement or the material can be used for decorating as well as uh, maintaining the aquaria in good condition, and fish will feel healthier in aquarium. Now, artificial shapes that can be made from any material, they can be used. Now, let us move for the some fishes. We have here 8 minutes, so we will conclude in short time. So let us have the some aquarium fishes. These are the barbs, and here we can observe the species of the fishes. Next one is the loaches. This belong to Denio, or we can call it the zebrafish, the freshwater shark, and it can be observed at certain aquaria. Gourami. So this fish has the two larger purpose at the near the petrogene, and it looks very pretty as you can see in the pictures. Some images from the genus that is Corridorus, and they are also used for the aquarium. These are the eel fishes, or we can call it Macrophonatus aculatus. Next one is the berries, or dog chameleon, can be said. Next is the Carionotetrodon, and it has a darker spot at its back. So this is a chana fish that belong to chana genus and species. The next one is the glassfish. Here, the glassfish can be named scientifically as Chantanama, Chantaranga. They are the very small fishes, can be used for the aquarium. Next one is the sharkfish or shark catfish, you can observe, and some genus like Pangasius can be used for the aquarium. These are the larger ones, hence we require the larger size aquarium. Next one is the guppy fishes, and these can be kept into the aquarium, and they belong to genus Poecilia, and this is Insulatum. Next one is the molly. So these are the common aquarium fishes. Goldfish, they are also common fishes, Cassius aratus. Platy, these are also used in various aquariums. Swordfish, oscar, these are the phytofishes. Angelfishes are there, belong to Petrophylla, from the discus, or we can commonly call it discus, and genus is Sympiosodon. Next one is the tetra. We have some other example, that is beta, goldfish, and mollies, platy, swordfish, and cichlid. So these are the common aquarium fishes. Thank you. So I think we have some questions in the chat box. So let us go for one by one.
Thank you, sir. Now participants having queries may ask their queries in chat box.
Yes, sir. Some students have asked questions. How to use paracetamol? So I didn't get this question. Sorry for that. How nitrogen cycle works in the aquarium? So already we have taken some information regarding the fish, etc. You will observe that nitrogen waste are there, and here we can use the aquatic plants, and that can be used for the growing purpose, and hence this nitrogen cycle can be used further. And another way is to use the bacteria that will have the utilization of this nitrogen, and it will help to for the aquarium fishes also.
As we are running short of time, sir won't be able to answer all the questions. You may ask him personally on his mail. Thank you, sir.
Last question.
On the
One last question, madam. That is sunlight needed for the fishes or not? No, there is no requirement of the sunlight. You can use artificial light for the aquarium, and you have to maintain day and light ratio similar to us to maintain its habit. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. On behalf of Santaji Mahavidyalaya, I am thankful to Dr. Kishore Wagmare, sir, for their valuable guidance. I am very thankful to Dr. Priya Valzari, madam, principal of Santaji Mahavidyalaya, for granting permission to arrange this workshop. I would also like to thank all the teachers who worked hard to make this workshop successful. At last, I am thankful to all students and everyone for attending this workshop. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam, for giving me such an opportunity. I am also thankful to Principal Dr. Vandana madam and Radha Sadka madam for giving me opportunity to interact with the students.